Leaked government documents which reportedly warn there could be 48-hour delays at Dover in the event of a no-deal Brexit have moved hauliers to warn of the clear and present danger to the UK supply chain. Rod McKenzie is Managing Director of Policy at the Road Haulage Association. Says it comes as absolutely no surprise to him that such a document exists. He joins us now. Morning to you, Rod.
Good morning.
We constantly hear the arguments on both sides, what may or may not happen. Nobody specifically knows, but the RHA have, reasonably to say, constantly warned there could be a problem. Does this accelerate that warning?
Well, I think nothing much has changed. We've been saying for a couple of years that if there is a no-deal Brexit, which is never our preferred option, because we'd always prefer to have a deal, business would prefer to have a deal, but if there is a no-deal Brexit, there is a huge weight of work to be done to get traders ready for that. Now, nothing was done, effectively nothing was done during the previous government. We now have a change of government, and we have some energy and some activity going on. However, we still lack clarity about what the new customs procedures will mean. The customs bit that we've never had to do before, the bit when you get to the border and you need to cross the border with the right paperwork. That is not clear, and that's what will cause the delays. I mean, there are lots of other factors as well, but in very simple terms for listeners this morning, it is that lack of customs clarity which will mean those potential delays that are being reported today of 2 days.
So this is, in kind of layman's terms, Rod, this is having the piece of paper that says what's in the back of your truck.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be a piece of paper. It could be electronic, but it is a customs procedure that doesn't currently exist. And what traders are telling us is that and they're right, that there isn't a clear end-to-end process for the new customs procedures. When we become a third country, which we will be if we leave the EU at the end of October without a deal. And of course, there's one other thing that's of critical importance for Radio Kent listeners, and that is that would effectively turn Kent into the world's biggest car park, and even allowing for Manston and all the other places the government's lining up to park up trucks that haven't got the right paperwork. It is a really big headache.
To try and put a positive angle on this, Rod, some might say, well, this is a seismic change. Nobody says otherwise, and nobody pretended that when you make seismic changes, that doesn't mean that there's going to be alterations to procedure. So there may well be a 48-hour delay, etc., but give it a few weeks and this will pan out.
Well, that's the Michael Gove argument, and, it may well be the case. None of us have a crystal ball, so none of us know. So all we have at the moment is the available facts. And as the Road Haulage Association, representing logistics, supply chain, on which we all depend in the UK, we've got used to all those lovely things in the supermarkets. We got used to getting widgets for our factories in time. If that supply chain is disrupted, we're looking at a very different sort of world, and indeed an impact on the UK economy. It may not last for very long. We may reach some sort of emergency deal with the French or whatever it is. But where we are now, on the available facts that we have, we've got trouble ahead. Have
you spoken to the Department for Transport on this? What are they telling you?
Well, we talk to them on just about a daily basis, and I don't think there's anything that I'm saying to you that I haven't said to them or colleagues haven't said to them. And their response is, to be fair, well, we're working on that communication. We're going to publish some comms in the next few days, which will hopefully make all this clear, to which our response is, well, we'll wait and see. We haven't seen it yet. We'll see how good it is, see if it has any holes in, because the previous stuff they've put out has got massive holes in.
Rod, thank you. Rod McKenzie, Managing Director of Policy at the Road Haulage Association.